Lonely Dr. Whooves, Chapter 12. Manners.
So, Doc, what do you intend to do now? Now that you have all that regeneration power.
Come on, Poco. At least let him rest for a while. This must have been pretty exhausting. The doctor didn't care much for the two mares now getting into an argument over whether or not to let him rest. From the outside he could hear angry voices, and he recognized one of them. Leaving the two mares behind, he stuck his head out of the tent. The two guards that he had expected there were nowhere to be seen. Instead, the doctor could see a group of unicorns in the center of the camp.
"What? You accuse me of treason? That's a new low, Freeway, even for you."
"Well, I have a report that says you are sheltering an Earth Pony spy in your camp, and your soldiers preventing mine to search your camp makes you only more suspicious."
"I ordered them to do so because I don't trust you. You have tried to get back at me ever since I kicked your flank after you took it too badly that I refused to marry you."
"I'm long over that, as if some pony like you had what it takes to be my mare anyway."
"Oh, so why are you looking at my plot each time you think I don't see it? Besides, you are the one who never understood why I refused. You are too self-centered and don't care for any pony else. No mare in their right mind would want to marry some pony like you."
The black stallion finally lost his temper. Rearing up on his hind legs, he hit Moonlily in the face, sending her flying. As she crashed back to the ground, a few meters away, a few of her soldiers already were about to act. Quickly recovering, she raised a hoof to stop them.
"Stand down, or do you want to give him an excuse to arrest all of us?"
Freeway began to laugh.
"So you finally see you can't stand up to me. Raise one hoof and you will regret it."
Moonlily was furious inside. She knew that she could take this overgrown excuse for a stallion on, with a blindfold and her magic silenced, but she had to stay calm. He was right after all. Giving him what he deserved, even if it was only for calling her a traitor, was not a viable course of action. As Freeway closed in on her, no doubt to hit her again, a voice called out from the crowd.
"Did your mother not tell you not to hit a woman? You should be ashamed of yourself."
Out of the crowd stepped a brown-coated Earth Pony stallion that seemed to glow with gentle golden light. His blue eyes were fixed on Freeway as he extended a hoof to help Moonlily back to her hooves.
"There you go, Princess. Oh, no wings? Moonlily, is it? Well, there you go, Moonlily, and now to you, young man."
Freeway could not believe his eyes. He had actually come here to have some fun with Moonlily, since he had not really taken the report about her sheltering an Earth Pony spy seriously. But there he was, an Earth Pony stallion, talking to him as if he was some miserable misbehaving colt. To him, the High Commander of the Inquisitors. Moonlily was dumbstruck. Why was this pony here? Why had Goodheart not stopped him from leaving the tent? This worsened her situation way more than she liked to admit, even more so since he had known her name somehow. The doctor stepped in front of Moonlily, staring at the completely black stallion that dwarfed him in size. Yet it was the stallion that was intimidated. Freeway did not know why, but the moment he had wanted to cast an offensive spell, his eyes had locked with those of the Earth Pony. A fear he had never known coursed through him, forcing him to take an involuntary step backwards. His soldiers were already looking at him as if he had lost his mind. Sure, he had never really been in the thick of the fighting, but he was bigger than the other stallion, and he had his magic. So why in the name of Princess Platinum herself was he frightened of him? Charging up his horn, Freeway shot a magical blast at the doctor. It connected with his jaw, but barely made his head move. "What in the hay?" Freeway thought to himself. He had put all his might, but this pony was just not injured in any way. Moonlily tried to interfere with the upcoming fight, but the doctor's face darkened as he raised a hoof to keep her behind him.
Excuse my rudeness, Miss Moonlily, but I must ask you to stay behind me while I teach this youngster a few manners. Hitting a woman and attacking some pony you don't even know. Boy, you really must have been a nasty brat." Before any of the surrounding ponies could react, the doctor had reared up to his hind legs and hit Freeway with his right foreleg. His hoof struck true, sending the bigger stallion tumbling on the ground. Still struggling to get back to his hoofs, Freeway barked an order at his stunned soldiers. "Restrain him! He is an enemy of the Republic, so what are you waiting for?" Almost simultaneously, Moonlily started shouting orders to her own soldiers. "Keep him safe! Don't let them get near him! All of our futures might depend on it!" Moonlily knew it was true what she said. The professor had made it perfectly clear to her that this stallion was important to avert some disaster in the future. Was he captured and eventually executed now, then that would be impossible. That also meant that her career in the army was also over at last. Moonlily did not care for that much. She had been forced to join anyway. Just as she had predicted, all her soldiers were loyal to her, and only her. As the Inquisitors tried to close in on the brown earth pony and his ripped suit, they tackled them away from him. All around the doctor, ponies began to fight each other. He did not even have to throw a single additional punch while he made his way back to Moonlily. Her soldiers made sure no pony got so much as close to him.